The topic of my presentation for this evening essentially is to offer a reflection on the question of statehood in Palestine. The question of Palestinian statehood is something that lawyers essentially deferred to. The whole issue was deferred to by, I would say, many NGOs, many lawyers, many activists, on the basis that it was really the job of the PLO to negotiate with Israel, with the international community, and to achieve an independent Palestinian state. What we saw then in 2009 was that the Palestinian authorities submitted a declaration to the International Criminal Court asking the court to take jurisdiction over the state of Palestine and to investigate alleged war crimes, crimes against humanity. So at this point, the big question was, can the court accept the Palestinian declaration? And the problem was, is Palestine a state or not? So at this point in 2009 and on into 2010 and through 2011 and up until April of 2012, the lawyers, the NGOs, the activists were talking statehood. There was a good, worthwhile academic debate. Many commentators arguing, sometimes from political grounds, sometimes from maybe ideological grounds, were coming to the conclusion that yes, Palestine is of course a state. Others, no, it's definitely not a state. And you know, this is, as an academic discussion goes, this was interesting. With respect to issues of accountability and justice, we really didn't achieve anything, in the sense that, okay, well, maybe one thing was achieved, which is that the lawyers and the NGOs started talking about statehood. Rather than leaving it exclusively to the PLO or the Palestinian Authority to determine, it became a matter of law. Now, the problem with the whole issue was that in April of this year, the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court decided that he wasn't in a position to decide whether Palestine was a state. And so he issued a statement to that effect, which basically meant that the International Criminal Court was refusing to take jurisdiction over Palestine. So where we're at today is the position that the current prosecutor took 3 years to decide that he can't decide whether Palestine is a state. We're waiting for a new prosecutor to come in to the International Criminal Court later this month. Whether she will be interested or independent enough maybe to take on the Palestinian declaration and to reconsider it and to decide, yes, I can accept that Palestine is a state. We can put this before the court. If the judges decide otherwise, then so be it. Okay? That would allow, at least for some sort of accountability and independence, you know, before a judicial body, rather than having a situation that we have at the moment, where one individual who is essentially unaccountable has decided to exclude the Palestinians once again from an international tribunal.